Hi, friend. Today is the day of the Great Exchange, also known as Good Friday. What is Good Friday about? If you are a Christ follower, you may already know what Good Friday is about, which is where He gave us life instead of death. He took what was causing death in us, bore it on the cross, became a curse for us on the cross, according to Galatians 3:13, so that we may have life and to the full. John 10:10 came to give life and life abundantly. But see, we have an adversary. Same verse, the second part of that is, but Satan came to kill, steal, and destroy. But see, God redeemed us from the curse of the law. What was stolen in the Garden of Eden through deception. So He came and died on the cross to make a way for man to be reunited in relationship through Jesus Christ, back to the Father. So I want to ask you today, what can you exchange with God today? This is not just a holiday to, recognize, but it's a holiday to always reflect on, where can I bring an exchange to God that would help produce more life in me? Let me give you an example. More than likely, majority of people, and I'm saying a high majority, like 90, if not even 99% of the world, definitely 90+% of the church, deals with unforgiveness. Did you know that God bore on the cross unforgiveness so that we would be able to forgive those who despitefully use us, curse us, or say all manners of evil against us? See, we can't do it by our own might or by our own power. It's only by the Spirit of God can we truly forgive someone else. And when we ask the Lord to help us to forgive, when we partner with Him and say, God, I can't do this in my own strength or in my own ability, I need your help. That's where He comes along, and He does. He actually miraculously takes that work in us that is causing death and brings life, because we are laying it at His feet, so to speak. We're saying, Lord, I can't do this. I'm giving this to you at the cross. I need this to die in me. He wants to give us beauty for ashes. And where there's ashes, there's usually been a death, because think about it. When we die, we return to the dust of the earth, correct? We were made from the dust of the earth. We return as dust to the earth. Another way there's ashes made is when there's a fire. In this case, we want a holy fire, a refiner's fire, to burn away all the negative in our lives that is causing death. Did you know that majority of diseases result from unforgiveness, negative emotions in our lives? Science is proving that. What can you give God today? What exchange can you make today for Good Friday so that He can give you life and life more abundantly? Because if we don't even give God the battle that we're having, and I want to say unforgiveness, because this is so huge in so many people's lives. If you can't give the Lord unforgiveness, like say, God, I want to make an exchange here. I want to be able to forgive those who've hurt me, those who've used me, those who've spoken ill of me. Lord, I want to give you all this unforgiveness I'm holding in my heart. In exchange, I'm asking you to help me to forgive them. Help me to see them as you see them. Help me to love them as you love them. Help me to bless them like you bless them. When we do that, God makes that exchange, and it brings about life. He literally gives us beauty for ashes. So I'm asking you today, what can you exchange? More than likely, you got unforgiveness. And if you don't give up the unforgiveness, Matthew 18 in the Holy Scriptures tells us that He will give us over to the tormentors if we can't forgive. See, He forgives us. But He says if we can't forgive, then He can't forgive us. And then we get turned over to the tormentors. You don't want to be tormented, do you? I actually don't. I'm forever asking God to help me to see and reveal areas of my life where I may be holding unforgiveness. Because when you hold on to unforgiveness, you don't walk in peace. You walk in bitterness, resentment, unforgiveness, anxiety. I mean, like, there's so many negative emotions tied to it. And then on top of that, you don't have the joy. You don't have peace when you're walking in unforgiveness. So anyway, Galatians 3:13, I want to end with this. That God became a curse for us and curses everyone who hangs on the tree. Today is the day that he was nailed to the cross. At least it's a day we recognize, okay? It's a day that we remember. That's why we call it Good Friday, because he became the sacrificial lamb. He became the offering for us so that we didn't have to, so that we could have life. So I want you to think and pray about, what can I exchange today and give to God so I may have life and life more abundantly. God bless.